Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paisley if you are new here. Today I did a tutorial, actually 5 tutorials, using the new Huda Beauty palettes that she just came out with. So basically she came out with 5 new Obsessions palettes. So these are her mini palettes. She's got a few already. These ones are based on like gems, which is really cool. I love gems. So we have Sapphire, Topaz, Amethyst, Ruby, and of course Emerald. So I did a mini eye look using each one of these palettes, and I showed you the lip that I would pair with them. And I mean, these eye looks that I created aren't that like crazy creative. They're just like regular eye looks, like a halo eye. One of them's got a winged liner. So like they're things that I would personally wear like on a daily basis, except for the blue one. The blue one got a little crazy, but I think it's still really fun, maybe if you're going out or something. I didn't do a full face because that would be a super long video. That would be really long. So just the eyes and lips for each one of these palettes. So I did just want to mention that some of the clips might be a little out of focus. I obviously tried my hardest to be in focus the whole time I was filming, but I wear glasses in real life. I have bad eyesight and I don't have contacts. So when I film a makeup tutorial and I'm looking at my little viewfinder on the camera, it's like 1.5 feet or 2 feet away from me. Sometimes I think I'm in focus and I'm not actually in focus. I'm going to work on getting a computer monitor to hook up to my camera so that I have like a bigger screen to see when I'm in focus and when I'm not. So I'm gonna work on it. But I think you guys will still get the idea of what I'm doing, even if the clip's a tiny bit out of focus. I think you'll still be fine. Just wanted to apologize though. So with that being said, let's just jump right into the 5 tutorials. So for look number 1, I'm using the Emerald Obsessions palette. So to start off this look, I'm taking the mint green and I'm running this through my crease on a super fluffy blending brush. This one is by Fearless Cosmetics. Then to deepen the crease up, I'm using the army green on a smaller fluffy brush, just really in my crease and on my outer corner. And as a base for my lid shadow, I'm just laying down some concealer, and then I'm using this really pretty light green on my lid. These shades do not go on well with a brush, but with your finger they look really pretty. And then right beside that first shimmery shade, I'm just laying down this really pretty olive green color to give a little bit of a gradient effect. For my under eyes, I'm just using that same olive green color on a fluffy brush. Then I'm going ahead and applying some mascara and some false lashes. The lip I decided to pair with this look is by Persona Cosmetics, and this is the shade OG. It's just got a really nice warm undertone and I think it complements the eyes well. So that is look 1 done. For look number 2, I'm using the Ruby Obsessions palettes. This is one of my favorites because I love red eyeshadow. To start off the look, I'm using this really pretty peach shade on a fluffy brush and running that into my crease. And I didn't use too many shimmers in this look, which I kind of regret, but this matte burgundy looks super pretty. Took a little bit of building up to get it opaque, but once I did, I absolutely loved how it looked on my lid. So then for my lower lash line inner corner situation, I use this pretty peach shimmer shade, just using that on my fingers. Like I said, it applies better when I use my fingers. Then I applied some mascara and lashes. On my lips, I decided to use Baby Dragon lipstick from Myth Cosmetics. And that is the completed look for the Ruby Obsessions palette. Next up, I used the Sapphire Obsessions palette. And I started out by taking this navy color in my crease on a fluffy brush. With all the mattes in these palettes, I kind of noticed that they looked a bit patchy at first, but they seemed to blend out well and they built up nicely, so I don't know. So for this look, I decided I wanted to do kind of a halo eye, so I tried to take that darker blue to deepen the outer and inner corner, but it honestly wasn't that different from the first shade I used. So now I'm just doing a little bit of halo eye action with some concealer so that it makes my eyeshadow pop once I put it on top of this. For the center of my halo eye, I'm using this silver shade to really make the center of my lids pop. And then on either side of that, I use this super pretty blue shade. I love this shade. And then of course I just applied some mascara and some fake lashes. For the lips, I wanted something pretty natural because the eyes are so strong. So this is Revlon's Rose Velvet or Velvet Rose. I'm not sure which one. But yeah, that is the Sapphire look completed. For the fourth look, I'm using the Amethyst Obsessions palette. And for my crease, I'm using the pinky purple shade in the palette on a fluffy brush and running that through my crease. To deepen up the look, I took this dark purple, and I was really hoping it would go on a bit more pigmented than it did, but it did still do its job and deepen up the crease a little bit more than it was. Then I'm just using some concealer on my lid so that my shimmer shade will pop better. And I'm using the pink shade from the bottom row, and I absolutely loved how this went on. It reminds me of an old MAC pigment that I had. Really pretty, and it actually did go on well with the brush, so I was happy with that. So I decided to pair a wing with this look, and I'm using my Fenty Beauty Fly Liner to do this wing, and it did get a little bit more dramatic than I wanted it to be, but I do like how it turned out in the end. So I just went ahead and applied some mascara, my top and bottom lashes, and applied some falsies. For my lips, I'm using Persona Cosmetics Flamingo. I felt so weird wearing this. I never ever wear pinks, so it was kind of weird for me, but it did go with the eye look really well, so I'm happy with how this one turned out. So yeah, that is the Amethyst Obsessions palette look complete. So last up, we have the Topaz Obsessions palette. This is a super warm tone palette. For anybody who loves warm tone eyeshadows, this is amazing. To start off the look, I'm using the yellow through my crease on a fluffy brush, and this shade looked so nice. It blended out really beautifully. On a smaller blending brush, I'm using the orange shade from the bottom row, and I'm using that to deepen up my crease. Then I took the darkest brown from the palette and packed that all over my eyelid. This one actually went on really pigmented compared to the other dark mattes from the palette. And then I'm just blending that out with the orange shade and then blending with my yellow again as well. So for this look, we're doing a halo eye again, so just using some concealer to clean up the middle of my lid before I put these shimmer shades on. And then I decided to take this really pretty light gold from the palette and pack that on with my finger to give a really pretty halo eye effect. My shimmer shades went a little bit higher than my crease, so I'm just cleaning that up a tiny bit with a flat brush and then blending out the edges of my halo eye with the dark brown. Then of course just applying some mascara and some false lashes. And the lip I decided to pair with this look is my all-time favorite red. This is D Nahz Fur Atoo by Kat Von D Beauty. Alright, and that is the last look completed. Alright, so those were my 5 tutorials using the Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you're going to recreate any of these looks, definitely tag me on Instagram. I would love to see that. You can use the hashtag PaisleyMats or just tag me on the photo using my username PaisleyMats. I would absolutely love to see your recreations. So that's pretty much it for me, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to me if you want to. Just if you want to. It would make me really happy if you did. Hope you guys have a good one, and peace out.